Hey there YouTube, it's Cadiot and welcome to episode 5 of my survival let's play. And before we get right into things, I want to draw attention. If you look in right over here on the left, you'll see that it is officially day 100, which means now I can clickbait. I can clickbait the title and no one will care because it's actually legitimate and it's day 100. And I want to draw some attention to something real quick. This is how much is a reasonable amount of progress in 100 days. Okay, not a mega castle, not a massive modern house with all the farms. No, just a simple house, a simple chest room, and a couple of villager outposts. Nothing more. Okay, now that the rant's over and all of the non-legitimate viewers have left, let's get into today's video. Okay, first thing on the docket today, we're going to build another hole. I need more holes. 3 isn't enough. I need another one because I need a place for librarian villagers. Because now that it's episode 5, I really should be upgrading my gear beyond just regular enchanted from villager diamond. It needs to probably be mending stuff now with actual protection enchants and not just the basic stuff. So I'm going to start by building a hole here, and I'm actually going to walk through this time how I frame these out because I feel like that might be something someone is interested in. Usually what I'm just doing is I just come in here and I lay out a general kind of frame. I look at how the shaping looks. I always make sure I only have one block by one block, so it's not really that logs are touching. And then I just I like it. I come through and I strip it. I'm gonna start stripping. All the wood gets stripped. Can't have any bare wood. Now the first thing you may have noticed is that I put this one at a bit of a higher height level than the other one down here. And that's because I started to realize these are all at the same height. It's going to start looking off if they're all just sitting at the same height. So I'm going to put this one up one. Next thing I do is I come through and I make sure that I have covered the ceiling area. It's not really a ceiling at this point, but I've covered where the roof is going to end up with dirt. And I just go through and I lay out a dirt ceiling. Now, normally I just have to dig into the wall for one of these. However, because this one I decided to stick it out a little farther and start out of the wall like I did on the other hole, I have to do a complete custom terraform for it, which is just as simple as starting by placing dirt. And then, once I'm done placing the dirt, what I do is I step on back and I say, do I like the shape of this? And if I don't, I go back up here and I lay more dirt out. Now you may notice by looking at the other villager huts that they all have some level of overhanging dirt beyond just the base layer of jungle log. And so to do that, what I do is I come through and I figure out, okay, where do I think I can put dirt over the top, just kind of out of the way. And then I just do it. That's really all that happens is I find a place and I say, you know what, right here, I want a stair and I want a little overhang. And then I maybe come over here and I say, well, if I have one there, I gotta have one here. And then I go farther and I say, yeah, well, then there needs to be a little trapdoor there. And just like that, over time, it kind of builds up into something more like that. And I always make sure that I step back and I look at it and I say, okay, is that too much? Is that too little? And I go from there. I think the most important thing to understand here, though, is that it's an iterative process. You're not going to like every single move you make, and you're going to have to go through a gazillion times and figure out what works. So like this is a second attempt at trying to get an overhang like this, and I don't like how it looks. So I'm going to go back through and I'm going to do it again. Eventually, you'll land on a shape you like. I like this shape. I think it works. I don't know what else to say. And you're probably not going to have anything to say. You're just going to say, you know what, that is good. That works. and then you'll move on to the next step. So the next step that I always do is I make sure I have an actual space in here that I can walk in once I'm done building the exterior wall, and then I come through and I'll build an exterior wall. So for my exterior wall, I'm going to use a gradient, not necessarily a gradient, it's more of a kind of like a spackled wall theme. Essentially what I'm doing is I'm using a base block, in this case smooth sandstone, and then I'm coming through with other blocks that match the palette, and I'm speckling them in there to add a texture to the wall so it's not just flat. So for this one, usually do is I'll come through and I'll say, okay, let me get down some birch logs, and let me get down a couple sandstone, and then, oh, you know what, let's put a block of planks there, and there's a good place for a non-smooth sandstone. And I'll do this back and forth, and I'll place one block and I'll see how it looks. I'll see, is that going overall with what I'm kind of going for here? Is that adding or is that subtracting from the look? Now I know I've already said it, but like I said, it's an iterative process. Things are going to take time for you to figure out what you like and what you want on the front of your base. Most of all, remember, it's your base. It's not anyone else's base. They have no say on what you do with your base. It's your base. You come up with what you think looks best. I didn't like that door that I just got rid of, so I took it off. And I already like it 10 times more. I thought the door kind of interfered with the trapdoor here, and it looked off. But like this, it looks already better. And just like that, now we have an exterior. It looks like an exterior, it works like an exterior, it keeps air in because it's got a door, and it's an exterior. I don't know what else to say. But before we do an interior, there is one more thing we do have to do, because this is going to be my villager space for all of the librarians. And for it to be a villager space for librarians, it actually needs to have villagers, which is it's a crazy thought. You know, maybe if you want to have villagers, you need to have them. But that being said, we need to get those villagers. And since I'm a totally ethical and reasonable person who doesn't like putting villagers in cages to make them make babies, it is time to go and snag a few more from a village. It's way more ethical than breeding them, right? Totally. I didn't necessarily want 5, but it looks like I got 5. Looks like only 2 of them decided to come down with me, though, which is a problem, because I need more than, or 3 decided to come down with me. That's a bit of a problem. I need more than 3 of you to follow me. I need you all to also come on down. Okay. Now, eat some pie. Love me some pie. Relead the boats. Get in the boat. Drag them into the water. On the road again. Getting copyright strikes on the road again. You know what? Now that I think about it, instead of putting them in right away, I should just leave them out here. And then drag them in. That way, I don't have to worry about getting a zombie in there. That makes sense. If they're dead by daylight, then we'll drag them in as zombies. Unfortunately, they are not dead. Or fortunately, depends on how you look at it. Just means that I don't have to worry about getting eaten trying to get them in there. You have to worry about that, though. Why did that one get stuck? Who hurt you? Who hurt you? Why did you get stuck? Come on. Come this way. Come on, boys. Oh no, this is gonna be the new problem, isn't it? They're not gonna go through this doorway. So I've got my hungry idiots in here now. However, the new issue is that I don't have enough gold. This is all the gold I have in my name right now. 21. And I need a little bit more than 21. Because I need to make 5 golden apples. So I estimate that's 40 I need to aid an apple. So now I need to go get more gold. And that means I have to mine. I was hoping I wouldn't have to do this until I got fortune on a pickaxe, but I guess this is going to be what it's going to be. So I kid you not, this is the first bit of gold I have found in my cave. And, before you go and saying, oh yeah, that's not that bad. It probably only took you like 5 minutes to get this gold. Well, let me show you something. To get to this gold, I walked past these diamonds. Let's see. Let's see if I actually come out of here with more diamonds than gold. That's 6. 6 to 8, okay. Okay. Fair enough, Not bad, I mean, yeah. Oh, what about these diamonds here? Well, yeah, surely, that's not bad. You found a couple more diamonds than oh, look, more diamonds. There's also gold right there. But that's not the point. The point is that I don't want diamonds. I want gold. And so where is the gold? Well, apparently nowhere. Apparently all I can get is diamonds. So pro tip, if you ever want diamonds, don't look for them. If you're not looking for them, you'll find them. Oh look, some gold, but while we're at it, more freaking diamonds. I don't need them. I don't want to find them until I have fortune. But I find them and I feel obliged to mine them. I hate this so much. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Why? What? My diamond to gold ratio right now is not where it should be, and I still haven't mined all of the diamonds that I've seen while down here. I mean, there's still that one bit that was on the ceiling back there. This is literally pushing me off my rocker right now. Like, it's just, why? Why? It's unnecessary at this point. I don't need them. Take them away. You know what? I got my 20 raw gold. It's all I need to stop while I'm ahead. Stop before I go insane. Now the real game begins. Can I splash bomb all 5 of them with one potion? I think if I aim right there. 1, 2, 3. Ow, 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 ow. That hurts. The answer is yes. The answer is yes. I can get them all. That really hurt. You guys hurt. Why? I'm your master. You're not supposed to hit me. Well, well, well. Now that you're all cured, let's get you little chambers. You all need little bed chambers, and you're all gonna be nice and comfortable. You're not gonna have to worry about ever getting eaten again. Unless you wrong me. Looking at you specifically. Villagers put in holes. This room now serves its most basic and most mandatory function, which is having villagers in holes where they can then be turned into librarians. However, I want it to look nice, which means doing things to make it look nice, like wooden posts. Because who doesn't like a good wooden post? Wooden posts are cool. I have just determined this, and therefore, that is gospel. Oh, I did not do that. No. Tear it all down. Tear it all down. I can't believe I made that not centered. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. No one will care. No one will notice. No one at all. Just me. I'm the only one who will know. The viewer won't notice. I'm totally not saying this directly to the viewer right now. I'm certain they won't notice. See, it's always like this. It was always properly centered. I didn't change it. You're insane. Okay, so I got all the villagers into their little holes now, and I got them all, for the most part, set up. I have a couple of them on master with trades. This jerk decided he wanted to have sharpness twice because he's a jerk. This jerk... Why are you a fisherman? No. You can't... Don't need another silk touch. That dude wants to do silk touch, but I'm not going to let him. This dude has my fortune and multi-shot and luck of the sea. Really wish it was looting, but fortune is fine. This one has the silk touch and the loyalty. Frostwalker, but who needs Frostwalker? Because it means you can't have Depth Strider, and Depth Strider is just better. And this one also is waiting to become something. Now, that being all out of the way and explained, I've also got an enchanting setup now. It's a full level 30 setup. I've been starting to enchant some things to get some level of gear going. And I mean, this is a level 30 setup. I don't know what to say. It's all I'll ever need. There is a couple more things I want to do in here. Mainly, I want to try and fill something out here in the center. I'll have to figure out what I'm going to put here. But I'm trying to make this look like a little book nook, library, maybe bookstore type thing. It's probably another bookshelf table somewhere in here. So after all this, I'm kind of running low on trade resources, however. I've got some emeralds. It's just I need more stuff that I can trade with these people so that I can actually have decent enchants. And because I'm kind of running out of material and levels, I think the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to probably get a fortune on this pickaxe here and go and probably mine a bit of things and come back. And then we can get on to hopefully the next bit of thing I want to do today, which is get more foliage up here. As long as I show myself mining a bit, it's not off-camera mining, right? That's how that works, right? I hope that's how that works. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna assume that's how it works. So it was probably less than a minute of me breaking blocks for you. Is maybe 2 hours for me. And in that time, I pulled a crap ton of raw gold, a modest amount of diamonds. That's like, oh, that is shy. That's one shy of 100. No, it's not one shy of 100. That's like 3 shy of 100. 1 second. We need to rectify this. I can't be 3 shy of 100. That is a sin. Well, here's the diamonds I need. That's good. Okay, now the problem is... Oh, there's more. Now the problem is fixed, though. See, now we've got over 100 from the mining... Oh, okay. Okay, problem solved. Now we have over 100, for sure this time. 108. I can count, trust me. I'm an engineer. Anyway, dump those all in the chest. Dump those ingots in. I'm gonna go start smelting those, and then we've got one more thing to do today, and that is the foliage on top of the mound here. Because right now it's just kind of a flat plane, and I don't want it to be just this flat plane. I want it to be my foliaged flat Like, no, okay, it's not flat. I wanted to have foliage on top. Make fun of me in the comments. So now I've gone through and I've covered the tree in standard shrubbery. You know, same thing I've always done, just trying to emulate the base game jungle shrub using just an under log and then over leaves. And of course I'm mixing my oak and a oak leaf with the jungle leaf to try and give it a non-uniform leaf texture. Works in some areas, doesn't work in others. But right now, the real thing is waiting on this dumb tree to grow. Doesn't want to grow, refuses to grow. I've pumped like 30 bone meal into this at this point, and it refuses to grow. And it's annoying because I really just want something to clog the skybox up here so I'm not looking directly up at sky. I want a tree, but I can't get a tree because the game doesn't want to give me a tree. You know what, let's just look at it in shaders. Shaders on, and actually first I'm going to draw some attention. This is a completely different shader pack that I'm normally using. I decided to change up the one I'm using to something a little more recent because the pack I was using before, Sunflower, hasn't been updated in a really long time, and it was having performance issues. So this is a new pack. I believe it is Contemporary Unbound. 1 second, let me check. Let's see. Complementary Unbound. Sorry. So if you like the texture pack, you can always go download that. I believe it's on Modrin. Just Complementary Unbound. I don't know, it's a lot more smooth and a lot less dark than the other one, which, not my favorite. I do like the darker shaders, but it performs and handles much better. So, I've talked more about performance than I did the actual build I've got here. It's another hole. It's definitely a smaller one when you look at it, but I think it kind of fills out this corner here, and I think other than maybe a couple plants right in here, kind of ties the whole thing in as one cohesive little tiny village. Anyway, it's getting dark. Oh boy. Sleepy. And then we can wrap up. Why is there a massive light artifact right? Okay. We're gonna ignore that. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this episode. I've been Cadiot, and this has been episode 5 of my survival let's play series. This is the episode we made it to 100 days. See this is okay, it's not quite 100 days progress. It's closer to like 140, 150, 141 to be exact. But what I showed at the beginning, that was 100 days in my survival world. And now I can do this, the title. I can do the thing, and it's legitimate. It's great. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, you can hit that like button. I also take subscribes. I also take unsubscribes too. I've been hitting some massive growth lately. I think when I started this series, I was at like 180, and now my channel size is essentially feels like it's doubled. I'm gonna be honest. When I'm recording this, it's probably like a month before it goes out. But yeah, a lot of growth lately, and I want to thank you all for that. Most of all, I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.